Hey guys, Amore here, and today just finished watching season 3 of The Bad Batch. And whew, I can safely say they stuck the landing. They stuck the landing to this because there was some concern, I think, by the end of the show for me. Some filler episodes that just, oh no, 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 no. You know, I did have some concerns. While it started off really good, it started to have some episodes where kind of had some concerns, but the finale totally worth it. 100% recommend immediately right after because wow, they really did some fantastic character development for some of these characters. Firstly, this season was about Omega breaking out with Crosshair in the beginning, and hopefully by the end, the rest of the clones on Mount Tantus, right? She was captured again, almost by choice, almost, but not, no, but. And also, they wanted to get rid of Dr. Hemlock because he was, well, the main villain of the last two seasons, really. Yeah, it was fairly simple what was going to happen by then. We kind of already had a picture of what was going to happen this season, and I liked that how dark it got. One of my favorite parts of this season was actually it got me to like Omega as a character. I actually started liking her by this season. A little bit by the end of last season, but more this season was like, okay, I'm down with Omega now. Because for the last 2.5 seasons, 2 seasons really, I was not really liking her. She was a bit annoying for the most part of the whole show. I did not like her character. I like the clones, the Bad Batch, almost all of them really. They're all likable. Um, but yeah, but this season they really did a good job with Omega's character, and by the end, she was actually one of my favorite characters of the show now, and the chemistry between her and Crosshair was phenomenal. That was finally like smooth butter. That was I was surprised at how that worked, but I'm glad it did because it made some really good episodes in the beginning, and wow, it just worked with especially with the characters, and I really liked how dark some of these episodes got with how gritty it got, and the the action so great. It carried weight every time because of what happened last season in season 2. The fighting between Ventress, sure, it was just pretty much a cameo at the end. Well, actually, I think we all assumed. Uh, and dude, her fighting was awesome. Ventress, we need a whole new show for her. Literally, we just need a new show just for her. It was awesome. And but the action, especially at the end, how serious it got overall. Like, dude, this was a really well done season overall. It definitely got better and better for me. I think my least favorite season was definitely season 1, but season 2, you could tell that it was getting its own uh, character on its own. Season 2, it finally was finding its foot on why and its purpose. And by season 3, you pretty much got what you wanted out of this show. The only problem I still did not like was it had too many filler episodes, even in this season finale. There was a huge concern for me. Like I said, by the end of the seasons of season 3, which some of the episodes, especially even the penultimate episode, was kind of a letdown. It, I was concerned. I'm like, oh my gosh, this needs to be longer. And luckily, the season finale episode was almost an hour long. But be, prior from that, I was like, time is ticking, bro. What is going on? Why are these characters doing what they're doing? The timing was poor. I was not liking that. And we were still getting some filler episodes throughout from the beginning to the end. And still, those were the worst episodes. And it was. Ah. that really killed the momentum every time I was ready to watch a new episode. And when we got a filler, I was like, well, guess next week, right? So overall, though, this was a fantastic season for the Bad Batch. It pretty much got everything together and created these characters that are likable. Hope to see them again in another show. We'll see what happens because this was a worthwhile show. And for season 3, I'll give this an 8 out of 10 for the rating, as it was compelling. It did everything that it needed to, and it was worth it by the end. And for the whole show entirely, all seasons combined, I will have to give this show a 7 out of 10 for overall, because it did struggle, especially in the beginning, and its whole Achilles of this whole entire thing was the filler episodes. It's a constant thing from season 1 to season 3, and it does kill the momentum and valuable time to give the story just better chance of getting good and having a good momentum throughout. But the filler episodes really did kill a lot of that momentum throughout the show, the whole series. But when it did not, when it focused on the story, dude, it was hands down some great content, especially for Star Wars. Something we need at this moment, for Star Wars to be good. And luckily, The Bad Batch is a good show to recommend. And so for that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, Amore out.